I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care. I'm telling you honestly, I can ride wheelbarrow to go to that mansion. I don't care.
Good afternoon, welcome to Spoon TV.
Good afternoon.
Can you,
Eric Thompson, GMB Advanced Team Commander.
can you tell us what brought you to the station?
My main reason here is that I was disappointed in the authority that we have to handle issue of such men who stood by you when they say you cannot be a president of this country. You're not physically fit. You're sleepy. You're a dead body. When we say we'll go by that dead body, we'll stand by that body and make sure that body will rise up and take all the land. And we did extremely well. We're talking all over, in all the counties, butchers, in the rain, in the darkness. We're threatened and all. I especially are disappointed in our own brother who today he are turned against us. Charles Jacobs Johnson. To send the Liberia National Police to come attack us. We want to talk to the men, advance them, gentlemen, no protest. You guys just come and summer peacefully and then hold your poster to just call the attention of the president of the Republic of Liberia, so that he can know exactly the struggle that we went through. Many of us are grieving. We are shedding tears. It's not right for this nation. It's so sad to say, for our father, who is the president of this nation, to be there and see people misleading him, not telling him the truth. Those that are around him, they're not honest to him. They lie to him every day. They say, your boys, we have placed them to places, various job sites, up to present. People who did not struggle with us, who did not suffer to bring you to presidency. They're the ones surviving and they're the ones enjoying. What's about us who stood the ground? They threatened us in fire. Everybody was afraid to carry the president at night in fire. I stood. I said, after the program, we will take the president in fire. I will leave tonight from Kolahun with my men. I will enter in fire. I will put fire under control. In the morning, the president will arrive. And I did it. I'm an ex-Secret Service personnel. I served the 3 motorcades. I served the 2 advancing. I served as senior inspector for the Secret Service. So why should I be treated this way with my men? I'm in tears. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Years to Afghanistan, Iraq.
I especially are disappointed. I was disappointed in the authority that we have to handle issue of such men who stood by you when they say you cannot be a president of this country. You're not physically fit. You're sleepy. You're a dead body. When we say we'll go by that dead body, we'll stand by that body and make sure that body will rise up and take all the land. And we did extremely well. We're talking all over, in all the counties, butchers, in the rain, in the darkness. We're threatened and all. I especially are disappointed in our own brother who today he has turned against us. Charles Jacobs Johnson. To send the Liberian National Police to come attack us. We want to talk to the men, advise them, gentlemen, no protest. You guys just come and summer peacefully and then hold your poster to just call the attention of the president of the Republic of Liberia, so that he can know exactly the struggle that we went through. Many of us are grieving. We are shedding tears. It's not right for this nation. It's so sad to say, for our father, who is the president of this nation, to be there and see people misleading him, not telling him the truth. Those that are around him, they're not honest to him. They lie to him every day. They say, your boys, we have placed them to places, various job sites, up to present. People who did not struggle with us, who did not suffer to bring you to presidency. They're the ones surviving and they're the ones enjoying. What's about us who stood the ground? They threatened us in foyer. Everybody was afraid to carry the president at night in foyer. I stood. I said, after the program, we will take the president foyer. I will leave tonight from Kolahun with my men. I will enter in foyer. I will put foyer under control. In the morning, the president will arrive. And I did it. I'm an ex-Secret Service personnel. I set the 3 motorcades. I set the 2 advancing.
He says, Sleeping Boaga. 2017, you go to the 24th Street, GSA yard. People know me. When I get there, they will tell me, say, Sleeping Boaga. 2023, we pick up again. After elections, they have abandoned us. We were dropping all of the yard like a dog. The first thing Charles Johnson did to us, he called among the sweepers and asked us, you people in JMB never signed contract that about they gave us. He decided to give us half the rent with $20. When some of us resisted, we said we don't want it. The Tanu Kesari came, he talked to us. But after Charles Johnson had gotten his car, he escaped the scene because he saw the tension. Okay? Even Christmas food, we didn't eat Christmas. Even the Bible birthday, when we were serving on God, we didn't eat. New Year, the 21 day, the Bible spent in America, we was there with hunger. There was one EPS guy that know a rich. He said, oh, you're trying to find something. Even on Christmas Day, we ate there 11:45 p.m. whereby they charged Snatter, water spoon sent 30 bags of rice for $1,000 US. I received the rice, the 50 bags. The $1,000 they carried to this spread get in the yard. What was it? Run up! Day 17, you go to the 24th Street, GSA yard. people know me. When I get there, they will tell me, say, Sleeping Bwaga. 2023, we pick up elections. They have abandoned us. We were dropping all of the yard like a dog. The first thing Charles Johnson did to us, he called among the sweepers and answer, you people in JMB never signed contract that about they gave us. He decided to give us half that already with $20. When some of us resisted, we said we don't want it. The Daniel Cassidy came, he talked to us. By that time, Charles Johnson had got in his car, he escaped the scene because he saw the tension. Okay? Even Christmas food, we didn't eat Christmas. Nothing. Even the Bible birthday, when we were serving on God, we didn't eat. New Year, the 21 day, the Bible spent in America, we was there with hunger. There was one EBS guy that knew a rich. He said, oh, you're trying to find something. Even on Christmas Day, we ate there 11:45 p.m. whereby a charge Snatter, Waterspoon sent 30 bags of rice for $1,000 US. I received the rice, the 50 bags. The $1,000 they carried to this spread get in the yard. What was her name? Rhonda.
Since its inauguration on January 22, 2018, President George Manneh Weah has been living up to promises made to the Liberian people Although the president intimated that he's not promising quick fixes or miracles, but his passion for transforming the livelihood of the Liberian people is certainly showing some quick fixes.
The sooner we all merge our energies towards cementing these new norms and values, the sooner we will transform our beloved country for the better. In doing so, we must also learn the virtues of patience and learn to lower our expectations, for I do not promise you quick fixes or miracles. Instead, my pledge to you today is that my administration, with your help, will make steady and deliberate progress towards achieving the hopes and aspiration that you cherish in your heart for Mama Liberia.
In this maiden edition, Doe community and Claratown residents are grateful for the construction of the 2.7-kilometer asphalt road pavement connecting the two communities. On May 7, 2018, His Excellency Josh Manawia, Liberia's pro-poll president, visited Doe community and requested his public works minister to immediately commence the construction of the road network to Claratown. President Weah symbolically jump-started the project by moving the road construction equipment, bringing joy to the tens of thousands of residents that Change for Hope has arrived. The road construction immediately commenced. Throughout the course of the project, the residents continued to express their satisfaction. Some residents spoke of the challenges faced by the lack of better road in their community.
Even the girl for here on the roads of Rock Kingdom. The big effort where it rained and I was a Rock Kingdom road on the road. But at least since they start facing the road, at least things are really alright now for the road. The road are alright. And for motor to come here where it rain, no motor every time we go by our market for radar will stop on the road. We'll turn our head to get in. For on the road to come here, we will charge you more than $100 because of the road. Because they were all on the road.
For the past years, we've been observing the road issue as one of the key issues to the community as regards to the bad road condition of the community. From time in past, we've been experiencing flood. When it rains, no way for people to get out. The road being bad.
But my prayer is here, you will cry for me. I'm very nice in the water. And I get pray.
The road is going to ease access to health care for the residents.
Any emergency, you find it difficult because there's no road. Even when you tell the police vehicle that will have emergency here, the police will not attend to you. Even motor car, what will come for pregnant woman or for any emergency that somebody is seriously ill, they will not come because of the road condition. So for now, you can see the road is fresh, new. I believe that as you call them now, they will only be rushing to come and see because they themselves want to see the road also.
Students are now having easy access to their schools.
For us, the road was very bad. To move on to our house and get on our campus, but now it's safe. The water is so full. Anyway, you get on to yourself. The same thing your uniform you get there, you can mess up before getting on your campus.
It's on the road about, we still walking water. Going to school, people falling down from water bar. But now, we're happy the way the road face. You can walk free there, nothing can take step on it.
Others lavish praises on their president for keeping his campaign promise.
I thank you for walking to dedicate a road for us. Where they were for us.
I never thought that road would pass here. It's beyond my imagination. I can't get over it for road to pass here. I was one of those that were on the international media on CCTV. I was interviewed about George Weah. Who is George Weah? And I told the international world about George Weah, that George Weah was going to make a positive change. And today, I think everybody here can see it. No one here is suffering from myopia. You can see clear. It's glaring. You can see the development. What I have to say is this. Many people have been saying that we got educated people in this country. We don't have educated people here. We got more educated fool than educated people. Because if you are educated, you will not embezzle your country money and deposit it in America. Then you leave your brother and sister living down the poverty line. So I want to commend George Weah, and I pray to the Almighty God to give him more vision. Weah have this country at heart, because Weah originated from right down here, the Clarendon field.
I was born here and I saw him even the time I was coming up, and I know what he's capable of. I know his potential. So I appreciate him, and the people of Dole community and Clarendon at large appreciate him. And we know that he can do better, he can do more than this. We know George Weah can bring change to this country. We know that. So whatsoever thing they are saying, whatsoever talking that they are talking, that they keep talking. And I know my government will keep doing what is right for the Liberian people.
Hello?
So,
Hello?
I only want to tell him he shouldn't listen to them. He can do better. He shouldn't mind the politics. This is Liberia, these things happen. But now, we are not all for talking, we are all for working.
If the sound
and we know that he can do it.
It's okay from your end. Okay, I think the sound is okay now.
The president making what
I think the sound must be okay now.
At this time of the year in Dole community, we cannot be standing here doing the years, but today through his ingenuity and through his leadership ability. And one thing that I admire of President Weah is he is a person that is committed to his word. If you can retrospect a few years back during the presidency of Madam Salif, she visited our community and promised the people of Dole community that within 14 days time, Dole community road will have been constructed. Unfortunately, in 2015, she made that promise. It did not come to fruition until her tenure expired. But when President Weah visited our community, he promised the people of Dole community that within 90 days, Dole community will post on the paved road. Evidence by the fact of what we are seeing here today. Today, the people of Dole community can post on the paved road. And one of the characteristics of a leader, of a good leader, is that you should have credibility. So I'd like to say President Weah have demonstrated credibility and integrity to the people of Dole community. It is against our background that the people of Dole community, specifically the Veteran Bureau of Dole community, we have unanimously agreed to erect or construct the monument of President Weah at the triangle there in the central square of the Dole community road. We are doing this to demonstrate our gratitude and appreciation to His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah.
I just want to tell the president thank you for him before.
Thank you.
And that his priority, he said road is his first priority. So I want to give him a praise because he's a man of voice. And I want all Liberians, I'm sending it out as a message that are rally around this president, because the opposition don't want to see anything good coming out. Or during the campaign, I went in certain county, which happened to be Bomi County, which is my county. I observed people were campaigning. There were many things they said negative about this president. How he will not, even when he go out to address the United Nations.
All right, okay, we are
do that one himself. But I'll tell you for one
getting
thing,
there.
He's a chosen leader by God himself. Sincerely speaking, whether you love it or not, I'm seeing it from the deeper part of my heart. He's a chosen leader.
I must commend the president. Thank you for the hard work that you're doing in Moserado, because as I learned, 48 road construction is going on now. Currently, the Dole community, Logantown, Jamaica Road, the Chucky Taylor Road, So for that reason, I'm telling thank you. He should come. I commend him to do the hard work and to not listen to the opposition. They will always mislead people.
I will tell God thank you that Oba did well for this work. He did well for community work because it was very not easy for us. I will tell God thank you for the work. I tell you thank you ever so much. And God will continue to bless you here and people in Jesus' name.
Monadi Elizabeth do. Be a blessing the Bwaka. Kokwa Omwa Jime. Amada dear community. Busha Aden, Union Busha Aden. I cannot be a Bwaka. Kokwa Omwa Jime. Kebo continue on or can't we about continue. Go ame. I'm a poor people. You are not throwing at you. Nepom throw. Kunkwanwana. A boao.
All right, so
for 1,000 years. I tell you thank you.
As this road is being dedicated for use It is also clear that it will benefit the Liberian people, as this is a quick access route linking Somalia Drive to the UN Drive, Bushaw Island Main Road, bypassing the Freeport of Monrovia.
Thank you. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate all of you who participated in this process to get our sound, on. It's technology now. Sometimes, it misbehave. But again, we want to say welcome to all of you. My brother Frank, welcome, sir. How are you?
Thank you, Brother Prince. I'm doing good.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting you. Unmute yourself.
I'm not muted though. All right, let me check the sound. Yeah, the sound is loud.
Let me
All
see.
right.
A little editing here from my end.
Introduce.
Oh. But are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah,
I am.
but I am not getting you. If you are getting me, I am not getting you. I don't know what happened.
All right, let me log off and come back.
Yeah, okay. Just go and come back and see. Yeah. Go and come back and see. Let's see. Okay, let me add.
All right, can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, you are loud and clear. Right. You are clear now. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Technology has its own way of really, really pinning us. But anyways, we want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you, and we want to commend you for your presence here. We are a bit late, but some kind of 1 hour, some minutes is because, sometimes we get busy schedule, we get other stuff to take care of, we got to run from there. And it showed that we are here. So, again, we want to say welcome. My brother, how's your end? How's everything from your end?
My end is okay. We're doing great here. Nothing so much, but we thank God for Friday.
Yeah, somebody said TGIF. Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
On a Friday where at least, we have an opportunity to be able to, at least after the hard day's work, those of us who are off during the weekend or those who have off during the weekends, have a lot of wonderful time. But again, I want to say thank you and welcome. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome all of you. Appreciate all of you. I'm sorry we're not going to be here for long. We're going to be here for an hour. So is yeah, we want to encourage you to please hit for us the share button as we, deliberate or we'll go into our discussion. Brother, I want to start with a video here. I played that video earlier, but I want to again play the video. This video has to do with the presence of Joseph Numa Boeka on the streets of Monrovia. Mr. Boeka is seen on the street of Monrovia. According to him, he went there to interact with the people, to go and buy from the people. But when you look at the video that I will be showing, there is something visible you can see about this video. The absence of people, showing no interest in the president. But let me play the video. I will just play. The video is about 4 minutes, 31 seconds. So I'm going to play it, and we are going to start our discussion from this video.
Good afternoon. This is an impromptu stop. His Excellency Joseph Boakai made a stop on Benson Street while departing on lunch this afternoon, and he's right here on Benson Street. He's purchasing some groceries. The president is here with a team, and they just happened, by the way. He decided to stop here and pay a visit here. We're on Benson Street, Central Monrovia, with smiles on his face, interacting with his people. His Excellency is here. And he is also moving this way. He's speaking, and we're a cheering crowd here, cheering for His Excellency. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just an impromptu stop. His Excellency Joseph Boakai made a stop on Benson Street. He's interacting with the grocery sellers here, the women that sell vegetables and groceries on Benson Street. And I'm here, and we decided to just go live. And we have cheering crowd applauding and singing songs of praise to His Excellency. We got one exhibiting supporter here. Asking for pineapple. So the president is here to buy some groceries for you. Are you happy to see the president? He's also buying some mangoes. So the president can buy for you. How you making your feet do? People are all over on top of the buildings, and we're about to leave now. So thank you for following. This was just a brief stop that His Excellency made here on Benson Street. And we are going. So wherever you've been following us, this is the Executive Mansion page, and we came live on Benson Street here in Central Monrovia. We're leaving now. His Excellency made a brief stop and made some purchase on Benson Street. So thank you for following. So this was not really planned, though. It's not really planned. He was on his way for lunch.
Sorry, you're listening to the video. You watched the video. I'm very sure you saw this video long before today. Joseph Numa Boakai, according to the commentator, made a stop on Benson Street knowing that that street is one of, in fact, it's one of the most populated center you can find in Monrovia. You get Benson Street there, you get Carey Street there. You know, that is just the center. That is just the center of our major activities, especially when it comes to Monrovia, you know, our day-to-day activities. Benson Street is one of the most populated area. In fact, that is almost like the heart of central Monrovia. You get people from Carey Street, people from Gale Street, Johnson Street, Madonna Street, all of them will come to that particular area. But you saw the video. What is your take on this particular video, my brother? Let's hear from you.
You know, Boakai government is a government that I call a dead government. And as a dead government, it is a government that is fighting so hard, seeking empathy or seeking sympathy or seeking condolences, right? So it is a government that looking for people to feel for her of a failure or of a dead government. That is what exactly, you know, going on or what went on in this video. And what I saw in this video, it baffled me to the extent that no one on the street, but why is security personnel doing his hand like this, acting like, you know, he's trying to pave the way for the crowd to leave, for Boakai to pass through the crowd when so they're just walking. I mean, they are all security personnel, they are all bodyguard or whosoever walking, and then you pushing another security guy, like you giving, like telling another security guy, hey, let the president pass, when that security guy is before the president, guarding the president. So why would you want to pull him aside, doing your hand like this for this man to go through? And, you know, it is not a cry. It is not an ordinary cry, because everyone in there, I believe, Boakai is satisfied with them. Everyone in there, I believe, Boakai is pleased with them. That is why they are at the front, the back, the side, you know, walking along with him. So there's no need putting another security guard on his side for Boakai to pass, because they are there doing their job. And for, I don't know if that's his aid, for him to say it was just a brief, you know, stop. You know, these people, they photocopied the former president, which of course I don't like to call him former, but the photocopy President George Manneh Weah to the extent they keep making mistakes. When have we seen President George Manneh Weah make a brief stop and you see no one on the street? There is no photo or videos of President George Manneh Weah making a brief stop or an unknown stop to the people, to the citizens, right? And you see no one. The entire street will be packed, especially to an area where it's mostly populated, not densely populated, especially on the market day, right? So the people you saw over there doing like this, those are people that were just selling the market and went there because he went there to buy. And you know, the market is so tough, no one buying. So for quote unquote a president to be at your table, buying at least, like that you have $5 or some kind of a dollar to be able to take home, then the whole time you're there, nobody coming to buy. So those are the people that were rejoicing because Boakai was there as a customer. He was not there to give money to the people. He was not there to say, oh, you know what, the business is tough, the market is tough. Here it is. But he went as a customer. So those people were happy, at least they was going to get something in exchange of their product. But this is an indication that the Boakai administration or the UP-led government for these 6 years, it is an indication that they have already failed. It is an indication that the trust of the citizens, the belief of the citizens, all right, have been taken away, have gone. I mean, it is gone. Like, they have no trust in this government. Even his own people that voted for him, they no longer have trust in him. So it is an indication that this government has failed and this government has lost the trust of the people, the belief of the people, what they thought that was going to happen, the change or the changes that they thought was going to happen overnight. But again, we want to remind them, all right? The moment Bouakai won the presidency, he came back to you people and he said, lower your expectation, all right? When he told you he was going to hit the ground running, but right after he won the election, he came back to you telling you, lower your expectation. Now, in lowering your expectation, what he did, because he did not have money to pay workers, he found it necessary to take people who were receiving $100, $50, to take them from on payroll, to take them from on job, okay, and then say he was trying to scrutinize payroll or whatsoever, ghost lays and all of those things, right? So we saw all of those things happening. So for a president, a leader, if you are doing the right thing for the citizens to see, all right, getting on the street, you don't even have to announce it. Once they see you on the street, you will get the citizenry support. You will get the attention of the citizens. There is no need even making an announcement that, oh, Bouakai is stopping to the market here today. You don't even have to make an announcement. Just a new announcement, if you are doing the right thing, you will see the citizen. The citizen will smear you. They will feel you. They will come out. You will see them on the street. Celebrating, doing all kind of, celebration and welcoming you. But the street was poor. The street was dead, like a town of a zombie, where no one there, but everyone afraid to come out before zombie come and eat them. That was how Bouakai was out, because they were afraid of Bouakai, thinking that he was a zombie. So maybe they did not recognize him. Maybe they thought it was a zombie that came out. So they were afraid that if they come out, it was going to be bitten or eaten by the zombie, or they was going to get some kind of a zombie poison in them and then turn it into zombie too. So I believe maybe some of those things, they were afraid to actually come on the street or to actually come out. Because again, the citizen, what were they going to come on the street for? After this man bought $1.2 million car, all right, leaving the same citizens he spoke of, that he understood at that time the concern, the frustrations, the issues of the people, because he has spent so many years in power. If we want to calculate the time he spent in power, roughly we can say he was about the age of 18 or 19, in between that, when he got public attention. Okay, so he was about around 18 to 19, right? Up to the age of being 90 years old, even though he does not know his age. So by that time, this man know all the issues, okay, the ills, all right, the circumstances, the complex issues that Liberia face. This man, by now, he should know that right after winning the election, to come and tell the Liberian people to lower their expectation. And then even in our video, he said to the Liberian, when he was being interviewed, and he said, we are going to go to the Liberian people to ask them of things that is affecting them, so that we can know what they need. I thought you said, okay, you told us that you already knew, what we was going through. That's why you have those 42 years experience. Because those 42 years experience actually come about knowing that the frustration of the people, knowing the issues of the people, knowing the economic issue, the social issue, okay, the human capacity issue, all right, various sectors in a country, knowing what is affecting them, but not to come by again to ask them after you are not the president, to ask them, okay, what is affecting the healthcare sector? All right, what is affecting the educational sector? All right, what is affecting the majority of the youth population, that they are on drugs? What is the reason are you guys being on drugs? Because some of you are not being forced. So why are you taking drugs? So these things, they were things that I think Bouakai had already, okay, outlined. But then he got into power, then telling the Liberian people, we are going to come to you to ask you of what you need, so that we can find solution to fix it. But again, that is just to remind the Liberian people that the fact that he said that was an indication that he have no idea, all right, he was not going to lead. For example, I saw this man giving a speech, to prove to you that he does not even know or what is going on. Right after giving the speech, the security said, after you finish drinking, or you just walk and then people shake your hand and then you leave. Boyka led there and said, oh, is that the protocol? I thought you the one supposed to give the protocol to the security and the security go along with the protocol. But the security is the one giving the protocol to Boyka, and Boyka asking him, oh, is that the protocol to go through? So that is to tell you the kind of government that we have in Liberia. It is a dead government, all right, that knows nothing or not even understanding the issues, the circumstances of the Liberian people. And that's why each time the Liberian people go out to voice out, to ask their government, the government get angry because he does not want to listen to the plight or the issues of the Liberian people. And in retaliation, he put a police on them, police kill them, police brutalize them, a soldier kill them. And that is why, again, you see at the end of the day, you see security upon security is going against each other, security killing security. So that's the kind of government we have. And that is why people are afraid that of Boyka, because, I mean, you may never know. Coming outside, he may tell you are a threat. Okay? You might get shot. You never know. You can't tell, because we see day in, day out, for each time we wake up, we see body on the street. Why those body on the street? Nobody know, because these are people that said when they come to power, there will be no one body found on the street. There will be no one citizen found on the street selling. There will be no little children on the street selling. In fact, it was a crime during President George Manneh Weah time in the eyes of the opposition at that time. Young girls, young babies selling on the street, they saw it as a crime. They saw it as a violation of human rights. Why should it happen? And they told us when they come to power, it will be a human rights violation. It will be a crime. In fact, if no one going to school, it will be a crime. If no a child going to school, it will be a crime. It will be no child left behind. It will be a crime when school's not open. But here are the people now in power today. They don't see none of those things as crime, and they don't see it as being necessary for the citizens.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly for outlaying it. Fellow Liberians, as we watch this identical video, it speaks volume of how the people look at Joseph Numa Boyka. I remember when President Weah went to visit the late Senator Prince Johnson wife, or at his house. That was not an announced visit to say, well, the entire nation is aware that President Weah was coming. But immediately people saw the vehicle of President Weah, the place became jam-packed. You see, there is something, my people, that nobody can buy. You see that thing they call blessing and love. You cannot buy it. There are certain people, they are educated, they have the experience that you can think about, they have the connections that you can think about. But these people are not just lovable. They are not just lovable. There are people who naturally, they are not just kind of lovable people. They got the money, they got the power and whatever, but they are not just lovable. For people to love you, it's not something that you can pay for. I don't care how much you have. You will pay for it. The people let me, I will pay for it. No. You don't pay for it. Your behavior, your attitude will cause the people to gravitate towards you. Your lifestyle that you live will cause the people to gravitate towards you. The way the people look at you, the way they see you, will cause them to gravitate towards you. The kind of way that they look at you is the same way they think of you. in their heart. It's the same way they think of you. It is unfortunate that in Boyka, less than 2 years, his rating have already dropped. His rating has already dropped. He has already dropped. This is just unfortunate. Joseph Newman Boyka went on the street, and it's if people are even angry. It's like the people, when you see on the faces of these people, you will see something like anger. It's like they were even angry. They were even angry because everybody was just doing their own thing. Everybody doing their own thing. Everybody doing their own thing. As you see it there, everybody doing their own thing. Everybody doing their own thing. You look at his presence. Look at how the street is even clear. The president of the Republic of Liberia. Can you imagine? The president of the Republic of Liberia? And it's as if maybe, people ain't even aware of even his presence there. Because one thing I know, before the president goes somewhere, the convoy alone will be able to tell people that, yeah, the president is coming here or the president will be here. How it looking like? The convoy alone will tell the people that, oh, the president will be here. So from the convoy, people can easily understand that, oh yeah, oh, the president will be here, oh, let's get prepared, stuff like that. So imagine this man who it was announced by virtue of the convoy that, oh, Mr. Boyka is around. And you have people not even, paying attention. They even want to know whether this man is around or even not around. Nobody even want to know. It's almost like the people just look at it for long and say, man, let's forget about the thing here, man. I think that man doing, let's just focus on what we're supposed to focus on. I'm sorry. Too many, plenty things going on here. Yeah. It's like everybody just look at it for long and say, man, let's focus on what we focus on. Let's forget about this man here. Whatever that is going on where I business down there, it not concern us. It's something that is very worrisome. It's something that is very, very worrisome. That every one of us as Liberians must begin to look at that indeed the rating of this particular president is just so he has lost his value, so to speak. He has lost his value amongst the people. We're keep saying I'm doing two things here at the same time. So my people, you're sorry. So you see, it's like Mr. Boyka have lost his rating amongst the people. To see Boyka struggling, to see the man struggling in order for him to even attract people are not attractive to this man. This man is not the center of attraction. When people see president, right? People go there for different reasons. Some of them, they go there because they believe that one way or the other they will be blessed. It has some kind of live for $10 here, you put it down, or they will get something, some kind of money, they will get it. They believe that they will see friends around, they will see some other office. Oh, gee, yeah, we yeah. Liberia, that how it is. Anytime leaders are going somewhere, people go there because, we Liberians, we are magnanimous. We know how to share. That's our nature. Liberians were the people who were on refugee camp. When they ready to spend money, people could be asking about whether the people then say they're fighting war in their country. They people looking at people who fighting war in their country. So we are the kind of sharing people. We care about people. We share with people. Whether be it for whatever reason we would say to, help yourself or to bluff or whatever reason, but we are sharing kind of people. That's who we are. You saw under the regime of even President Weah, even when the ministers are somewhere, you see the place packed. Because people go there Do you know how some maybe just physical interaction to see them, people go there so that they can also be able to benefit from their pockets? But to see the president of a whole nation in a particular place, and then it's like everybody just people, it almost like the people say the vest. The eye looking like the people say vest. They look at it for long and say, well, we're not gonna think so. Eh? Who are so? They want even disturbing men hustle today. They want disturbing our hustle. To see this kind of thing happening, especially in on a broad street, Benson Street, where you have people coming from all the way, how you call the place, VOA, to just come in that one Monrovia or in that city to come there. People living from all the way different counties to come on that particular, to just be on that broad street. Don't tell me say the visit was just an impromptu one. No. Because there were securities. People know that the president would be around there. You will be around there. You will see that the security car will stop. That is the lead convoy, the car that is leading will stop. And immediately that car stop. In fact, once you start to hear that, wow, you will know that somebody's supposed to be here. Where the president will stop. It is not just something that he just wake up and say, okay, I'll stop in here. No. It's something that is planned. And the main reason Josiah Numa Boyka went down there for, he went there in order to be able to maybe put himself to test to see whether he will get the approval of the people, the rating of the people. But look at this video. You will look at this video and you will know that no, something is not just right. Something is not just right. Look at the video. Look at Josiah Numa Boyka. The street is virtually empty. You have to say the people there, hey, man, what you can do here? Hey, you know, after you finish suffering us, after killing our people in Kinjo, you can't sit down here, you can't what do you do? So even those other ladies, look at they're sitting down like nothing is not even happening. Probably you have one or two person, you know, who is jumping, oh yeah, oh this, that, other. You see, the women, they don't even have time. You can't see that excitement in their faces. You can't see it there. You can't see that excitement. Look here. Look, for example, the other lady that is in the, I think, somewhere around Sky Blue or so. Look at what is happening. You cannot even see excitement on the faces of the people. You are not seeing excitement on the people's faces. That jubilant mood that one will be in. Say, yeah, president coming back from you. You even seeing it on the people's faces. You are not even seeing it. Look at the other woman behind the woman. You can see. Look there. They just standing, just looking. Even when you look at the environment, I mean, when you look around, it's like people just passing, going their own way. Everybody going on their own business. And nobody even care. This is a disgrace. It's a sign of disapproval. When you treat the people like they are your slave, you don't expect them to celebrate you. No, they won't. They will not do it. Gone are the days that you think that people are gradually waking up. Yeah, people are gradually waking up. Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd. This is where you will see the crowd. This is the only place that you see the crowd. Look at the entire street is completely empty. Some people are saying, again, let's look at the old man, let's look at the man car, look at the car, the man can bow. Why we hungry like that? That the car the man can buy. Look at this kind of thing. This is a complete disgrace. This is a complete disgrace. A complete disgrace. This is just to tell you that when you treat the people like you are too smart, when you lie to them and inform them that, oh, you know, don't worry, I will ensure that your children will not sell on the street. Oh, don't worry. We ensure that we create jobs. We bring company for you to work. When you finish lying to them, at the end of the day, this is how the people will treat you. This is how they will treat you. We are not surprised because the people are not fools. You can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all of the people all of the time. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. You have shown high level of ungratefulness. High level of ungratefulness to the people of Liberia. And what are you expecting? You expecting for the people to show you love? No, they won't. My brother, there is this information that is troubling. The Supreme Court of Liberia supposed to issue their opinion on what is happening at the House of Representatives, or somebody would say the lower house. According to the information, Mr. Boyka asked these people that, look, y'all bring a report here, let me see. Y'all give me some time. Let me be able to look at a report and meet with some other people and discuss with some of them. Is this something that we should be afraid for? Knowing very well that Joseph Numa Boyka is somebody who is desperate and will do everything and anything to be able to get power. And you are seeing him influencing or to some extent trying to, somebody would say, infiltrate the judiciary system. What is your fear? What are you thinking about? Is this something that Liberians should be afraid of? To see Mr. Boyka trying to infiltrate and tamper with the Supreme Court of Liberia, calling associate justices to his house? Is this something that we as Liberians we must be worried about? Does this require, anything to make us afraid that Mr. Boyka will now start, calling associate justices to his house, trying to influence things? Is this something that we must just ignore and say, well, that is just common thing, let's just forget it? Or is something that we must actually be, worried about? Let's hear from you, my brother. Should we be worried about it, or we should just leave it as something that is common and believe that it can happen? Like some people say, they think that common thing, they think by it can happen, it's not strange thing, and when it happen, it's not bad for it to happen. The president can call these people and they can have their own conversation, so it's not bad. Is this something that we must be afraid of? Is this something that we are not understanding? Is it that Mr. Boyka is trying to do something, very clandestine, for which he is trying to, somebody would say, have hold of the report? Let's hear from you, my brother. What you think about this?
Thank you so much, Brother Prince. As I was looking at, I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why I went there, but I was going through the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, and you just brought out something, and oh my God! So I misplaced the other one that I'm looking for, but however, I still have one here because I have an error that and luckily you just brought this topic out. So I will talk about the other one because I can't find the other one, but it was two things that I had in mind to talk about when I heard that Boyka placed a call. I don't know, alleged. Okay, thank you. It was alleged that he placed a call to the judges. A lot of time, this constitution is very good for us to read. But again, it is very unfortunate that we have even most of our lawmakers that don't understand the constitution, or they don't even have access to it, or they don't read it. But as you can see in my hand here, this is the Constitution of Liberia. It says making democracy work in Liberia, or maybe in the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah.
Now, I want to bring this to people's attention because I know it is said that judges in Liberia or some judges cannot be removed according to the Constitution of Liberia. Some of those judges, you can remove them because, I don't know, they have tenure position or whatsoever. Or maybe the only time they can be removed unless maybe through sickness or they can perform their job. But if you can see in here, it says, what is treason, right? So, and I'm just going to go to the main point, but these are various things that are in here that relate to treason and stuff. For example, when the president and the speaker went out of the country, what exactly happened was treason. So, by right, according to the Constitution, what those guys did, all of them should have been removed from offices. All those was behind the removal of the speaker illegally. According to the Constitution that I have here, page 83 of the Liberian Constitution, according to what it says, those guys who are behind the removal of the speaker illegally or constitutionally, it is treason and they are supposed to be removed from offices. Now, that did not happen. And to make things worse, they start sharing money to remove the speaker. That alone, giving money, and then, in fact, as it has been alleged, it went up to 100,000, 150, bribing people so that they can have 49 in order to remove the speaker. Now, according to the Constitution, they did not get the 49. And then, not having the 49, and then you went and have additional speaker. That in itself, again, it is treason. In a democratic nation, since you did not get the 49 to remove constitutionally, and then you went and have another second speaker. Bucket government according to the Constitution, and even that nigger or that, sorry, let me not be emotional. Even the region speaker should have been removed from his position that he served, apart from the speaker, whether he's a senator or representative, he should be removed because that is undemocratic and that is unconstitutional, and he defy the Constitution according to what I have in my hand here. Maybe unless not this is not a Constitution or they are reading the wrong area. Now, let's go to the judges. Let's go to the judges. I want to go to the judges as well. Now, if you look at 75 of the Liberian Constitution, page 75 of the Liberian Constitution, and Article 43 of the Liberian Constitution, I will read this part because the reason why I'm reading this part, the reason why I did not read the other part, because the other part has passed. I don't want to waste my time. Now, we are at this current stage, Article 43, 75 of the Liberian Constitution, page 75, Article 43, right? That's where we are right now. So the other one has passed. That's why I did not read. But now we are currently here in the hands of the judges. Now, according to the Constitution here that I'm going to read, but before I read, let me say this. I don't want to jump ahead of time because they are still to come out with their ruling. But I will give the judges the credit at this time. First, I will give them the credit. I'm not going to talk anything bad because it have not yet reached at that point. But we are bringing this tonight to remind the judges. Article 43 says you can be removed. Article 43 says you can be removed. And one of the ways, some of the way you can be removed, it is this current case that will make you to be removed. Now, when this issue started, the judges came out, they gave their statement or they gave their stand as to where is supposed to be. And they told the house or the government to put their house or houses in order for the country to go. Now, fast forward, they drag it. And then, at some point of time, they came out with a hearing where they have all both majority, the minority, and the so-called regime majority. But again, they are not majority because constitutionally, they are not majority. Majority is having 49. As long as they did not get the 49, according to the Constitution, they are not majority. According to the Constitution, 49 is the majority. And as long as you did not get the 49, according to the Constitution, you are not majority. Now, we get our clear. Again, so, but to speak clearly for the Liberian people to understand, the judges came out, they called a majority and a minority. And the judges gave their stance. And as I watched that video that day, the judges, they were neutral, all right? And they went according to the Constitution of 49 is what the Constitution requests. Anything below 49, the Constitution did not approve of that. Henceforth, they are not majority. They were not, and they are not majority. So, due to that, those that had the nation from that point up to now, calling themselves majority, up to now, electing a second speaker unconstitutionally according to the Constitution, those people broke the law and those people need to be removed from power. Now, if the judges, they come in ruling, and it have been alleged that the president, I don't know, but it have been alleged that the president called them, right, to speak to them. Now, it could be the president can call them, but again, it is up to them because we have been following them. The case have come to a point where ECWA have denied, all right, second speaker unless they go constitutionally to remove that speaker. Now, I'm not saying the Supreme Court or the judge is going to listen to what ECWA says, because in fact, ECWA says they are going by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. And if ECWA is going by the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, then that means henceforth, those judges need to go according to the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. Now, if in any other way, as we all know now, and those judges know, because they came out and they gave what the Constitution said. So if they go ahead, because it have been alleged that the president has called them, maybe the president has spoken to them. So if they go ahead and rule in favor of the unconstitutional majority group or the president, according to the Constitution, that's treason and they can be removed. So I read Article 43. Conduct of trial and removal from office of the president, vice president, chief justice, associate justice, and all judges. It did not say some. It did not give criteria. It did not give limitation. It says all judges of Liberia, whenever they are brought before the legislature for wrongdoing. It did not specify it. Wrongdoing, going against the Constitution, is wrongdoing. Electing a second speaker without getting 49 is wrongdoing. Bribing lawmaker to remove constitutional speaker is wrongdoing. Read Article 43, page 75. It will tell you. Now, if you are being brought before the legislature for wrongdoing, According to 43, you can be removed. So to the judges, I put my constitution down. Rule according to the constitution, or else if the legislature will not summon you, because the legislature have already been tampered with, the citizens will come out with the constitution to remove you according to the constitution. That's why it says for all wrongdoing. I rest my case.
Thank you. Thank you so very kindly, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Like you said, this is very, very much important for us to understand. The only branch of government now that one can say to some extent that we can run to, that under that particular branch, it does not know who is tall, who is short, who is a government official, who is not a government official, but they look at the facts. Surrendering what happened is only the judiciary branch. It's only the judiciary branch. Because as I speak now, those other branches are seriously compromised. To some extent, including the judiciary. And I will give you instances. You talk about the executive branch, just forget it. You can't get anything good from the executive branch. You talk about the legislators, the House of Senate, the House of Rep. These people are seriously compromised. You get a Yombli Kanga Lawrence sitting there as Senate Pro Tem. That woman is brave enough to carry $10,000 to a power church and go give a power $10,000 for offering. But the Grand Bassa people who voted for her overwhelmingly, the public school that there, ain't get even correct reading room. $2,000 can solve that problem of that school, the Grand Bassa school, to have a correct, the high school, the public high school, to have a correct library. Reading room, in fact, let me not make it too big. Reading room, to have a correct reading room. There are public schools in Grand Bassa County that don't even have chairs. The students, they don't even have chairs. The last time, a school in Riversense, which is, a sisterly play, Riversense, whatever. That one part, we can't talk about it. Because we even call it school. But right in Grand Bassa, the public schools that are there, the children don't even have chair to sit down on. But Yombli Kanga can look at $10,000 and go put it for offering to a power church. The people who voted Yombli Kanga Lawrence, they are languaging in abject poverty. Their rivers are damaged. Their roads is a serious problem. But Yombli can go in chair and give a power $10,000. But that woman will be brave enough to stand before us and tell us that she is a rescue mother. No, are you rescuing the people of Grand Bassa, or are you rescuing your father church? You see the deception, right? And you see the deception? And you see the deception? Joseph Numa Boyka will leave people who voted for him and are in daring position for help. But he will leave them and go celebrate with Yombli Kanga Lauren 95-year-old Pape birthday. And leave those that were victimized or those that got involved in accident right on a party headquarters in November of 2013. The people who, unfortunately, they were involved in that accident. Some of them break their hands, their legs, motorcar run there. 2 persons even died. Joseph Numa Boyka is not brave enough to go and sit down with these people and sympathize with them. But Joseph Numa Boyka can get a new car to go all the way to Grand Bassa to go to Yombli Kanga Lawrence father 95-year birthday to go celebrate. Is this what you Liberians voted for? Did you vote for a man that will have no sympathy, no empathy, that will not feel for you? A man who has abandoned. Look at the clip that I played of security officers who were beyond this man during the time he was not president. They were going here, there, you know. But I don't blame him. Some of these people, they were used to abuse people. You know, I want to play a video here of the guy who was crying. Oh, you know, that we the one were beyond. Sorry, Joseph Newman Boyka. We go from play to play. Some or we even went loafer and when they look, let me tell you something. When you sell yourself cheap to these people, how they will use you. When you make yourself to become cheap, guess what happened? At the end of the day, they will use you and you will get nothing. I listened to a story of these guys and I was like, wow. He was crying. I played it earlier. Let me see if I can play it again. You know, let's play it again. He was there crying. You know that we the one went to Lofa. These were the people that inflicted pains on some of our brothers, seditions, when they went to Lofa for the campaign. When they went for the campaign, this is it. Let me just bring this to you. Listen to him. Then you will know that yeah, Boyka is an ungrateful old man for true.
Issue of such.
Listen to him.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Spoon TV.
Good afternoon.
Can you-
Eric Thompson, GMB Advanced Team Commander.
GMB Advanced Team Commander.
Can you tell us what brought you to the station?
My main reason here is that I was disappointed in the authority that we have to handle issue of such. Men who stood by you when they say you cannot be a president of this country. You're not physically fit. You're sleepy. You're a dead body. Don't say we'll go by that dead body, we'll stand by that body and make sure that body will rise up and take all the land.
But that's the result you get, my people. After you were told that the men are not correct, people who around the man said the men are not correct. The men were there as vice president of the Republic of Liberia. The men were brave enough to tell us that he was an old car park, but we were receiving money. And they were warned that the men are following behind. Hey, man, I'm no good. Oh. You can't get anything good for the men. They say, whether good or no good, the day body will rise again. It almost like after you hear a voice from the Almighty telling you, say, they want again, where is it? No, it can work. Listen to them crying. Listen to him.
And we did extremely well. We're talking all over, in all the counties, butchers, in the rain, in the darkness. We were threatened and all. I especially are disappointed in our own brother, who today he has turned against us. Charles Jacobs Johnson. To send the Liberian National Police to come and attack us. We want to talk to the men, advise them, gentlemen, no protest. You guys just come and summon peacefully and then hold your poster to just call the attention of the president of the Republic of Liberia. So that he can know exactly the struggle that we went through. Many of us are grieving. We are shedding tears. It's not right for this nation. It's so sad to say. For our father, who is the president of this nation, to be there and see people misleading him, not telling him the truth. Those that are around him, they're not honest to him. They lie to him every day.
You know, my people, I can't play all of this. I'm just going to leave it as this is. But this is what we have. These were people that Joseph Newman Boyka used to inflict pains on people. These were the very people that were used to terrorize people in the name of for JMB. We advised them. They did not listen. They said we're talking nonsense. But yet they are now crying. Yet they are crying. You see, for you to be ungrateful to even the people who are around you is scary. It's scary. But again, this is just a Newman Boyka for you. What are you expecting from Mr. Boyka?
Let me come in. Let me
Yes,
come
sir.
in.
Please do.
Let me do this. Brother Prince, I will not say, I won't sit here and say Boyka is ungrateful. No. Because from the video, I would say this individual that is speaking, he's ungrateful. You know, there is something called karma. karma is dealing with them. He himself said it, that people came to them, people came to him and told him, this man was an old car, this man was old, this man, he's not fit to lead this country, to rule this country. This man will not be the man fit for this position. What did he say in the video from his own mouth? He said, we will support him, we will put him there. So people told him who Bawkai was going to be. People educated him who Bawkai was going to be if he win the election. I believe not only that, he was also told that, listen to this, you know, these people, I mean, people in Liberia, right? They don't listen. They don't listen. These are the people, when Henry Costa said, not to make, I'm not calling his name to make him famous. I don't care about him. But these are the people when Henry Costa said, we will make the native man. When we say bow down, they bow down. When we say back, they back. When we say move, they move. Those were Henry Costa words. And even though Henry Costa was the one that said it, Henry Costa is not alone. It's just that Henry Costa was the man that brought it to light. But these are the things these people discuss behind the scene. But they were just fortunate for those people. For some of us, we know how these political elite think about us. But Henry Costa, in that statement, he said he was a Congo man. He don't want to be identified as native man. You know why? Because these people that see themselves as Congo men or political elite, they have this ideology that the native man or the common man, right? They have it that the common man or the native man, right? They have that idea of being, how they call it, pessimistic, all right? A native man or a native man or a Congo man, that's a native man or a common man, right? He's pessimism. And that is right. Anything from the native man is not acceptable. Anything from the native man is not good. Anything from the native man is not ideal. Anything from the native man is not relevant or is irrelevant. So that is why, even if the native man, look at the history of that country. Look at the history of that country. If we want to look at the political elite and the native man or the Congo and the native man, now I'm using Congo and native because I don't want you to say I'm being divisive, because first of all, it is the political elite that is making the country to divide. The common man believe in unity. If you really look at the history and you really look at the political landscape or the leadership performances of that country, the native man or the common man have always been the men of national unity. And the political elite, the common men, have always bring divisiveness. And we are seeing that in this even current government. Look at the current campaign that they are running in Nima County for President Johnson position. It's all divisive politics, and all coming from where? Those that call themselves the political elite, those that call themselves the elitism, they are the one that bring in that divisiveness. So no one else should come and say the Congo man is divisive, the Congo man is this. I mean, the Congo man is divisive, the Congo man is this, because the Congo man is the one that have always preached unity. The common man is the one that have always bring about peace. But the political elite and the common people, whenever things are not going in their way, the way they want it, they bring divisiveness, divisive politics. And then when they bring that divisive politics, it is the common man, it is the native man that suffer. Because at the end of the day, when they say bow down, you bow down. That's a slave mentality. When they say back, you back. When they say move, you move. That's a slave mentality. Because once they get into power, the slave mentality is once the elite or the Congo people get into power, they no longer have your time. You know what the reason why they don't have your term? Because it is a slave mentality. A slave mentality is where they use you, okay, and then they get what they want to get, and then they let go of you, not giving you anything in returns, not recognizing you. And that is why you see people in the video saying, people came to us, they told us, Boakai was this, was that, and we did not listen. No, I'm not going to say Boakai is ungrateful. No, Boakai is exactly what we preach during the past 7 years. Boakai is exactly what we told y'all during the past 7 years. So, I will not come here. If I come here and tell you, say Boakai is ungrateful, then that means I preach for Boakai to become power, but now Boakai is letting me down. Those that believe in Boakai, those that preach for Boakai, they should be the one to come out to say Boakai is ungrateful. No, I'm not going to say that because I knew exactly Boakai was ungrateful, and that is why I did not campaign for him. I did not speak for him. I knew exactly Boakai was not a presidential material. I knew exactly Boakai is a failure. I knew exactly Boakai have no history, all right, of development in that country. That's why I did not campaign for him. But again, those people that in that video that said we laid our life down, we laid our neck down. People came to us, they told us not to campaign for this man, not to support this man, but we did not do it. Yes, you did not do it because you thought you were among the people. You thought you were part of the political elite. You thought you were part of the common people. But now when they got into power, their own vice president, okay, came to you because now he sees himself as being part of the political elite. And you know, that's where sometimes they use the common man. Because once they use one common man, one or two common men, put them part of the political elite, and then that common man now see himself as part of the political elite, and then look down on another common man. But you see, the truth of the matter here is, President Weah is a blessed man. President Weah refused to be part of that political elite. President Weah refused to be part of that Congo people. President Weah refused to be an elitism. That is what he said. You will not be a spectator because he said, I'm a commoner. I'm a native man. And the truth of the matter is, now it just got to me that the reason why the Congo people, the political elite, the classism in that country, and the reason why they have done nothing in that country but to loot the country resources and take it overseas, the reason why they have done nothing in that country is because they don't want to see themselves as commoner. They don't want to see themselves as native men. That is why when they get into power, they do nothing. Because if you don't want to see yourself as commoner, why are you going to develop a commoner? If you don't want to see yourself as native men, why are you going to develop the native man? Because the native man will compete with you. But President Weah seeing himself as a commoner and a native man, he had no issue of the native man or the commoner competing with him. That is why he was given opportunity and power to the commoner to compete with him. And the political elite said, this man have come to take bread on our table and to take bread on our children's table. He's not come, he has not come to produce more competitors, that people that will compete with our children. And you, commoner, you native men, you sat down there. People say back, and you back like a dog. People say move, and you move like a dog. People say sit, and you sit like a dog. People say take me here, and you took them there like a dog. Now they treat you like a dog. And then you sit and complain about Boakai when we told you people. I rest my case, Brother Prince.
My brother, thank you so very kindly. You know, let me just welcome our people. Orita Wallace, thank you for joining us. Paulino, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Peter, thank you so much. Joyce, we appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Alfred, my own sister, Hawa, how are you? Tote, you are highly welcome. Peter Lin, we appreciate you. Lawrence, thank you so much for joining us. Sylvester, we want to say you are highly welcome. Fahar, we want to say thank you so much for your presence here. We appreciate all of you. Mas Espelua, thank you so much. All of you who are joining us. The names are just so many that we can, but all of you, we want to say welcome to all of you. We appreciate you. You know, you said something that really got to me. That if you would sit and say, Mr. Boyka is ungrateful to these people, it will almost be like, let me just say in my own thoughts, it will almost be like a double negative, repeating something that is already what it is. Because the word Boyka alone is associated with ungratefulness. It's associated with non-progress. It's associated with somebody who is, the word Boyka in the case of this particular president mean me in our Liberian way. Somebody who doesn't give, somebody who doesn't care, somebody who will use other people to get to where he wants to get. And at the end of the day, guess what? He kick you in the rear and say, okay, I'm done with you. It is unfortunate that these people will sit down and cry. And they will sit down and cry. Because the reason why we are saying this, they were informed ahead of time. Long time they were informed that this man that you're following behind is not somebody that will transform your life. He doesn't care about you. He is good at using people and kicking them away. He did that in the CPP. We saw it. Doing the CPP, basically all of the financial transaction and every other thing was done by Alexander Cummings. They use Alexander Cummings. They use him. Alexander Cummings was the one spending all of his money, going here, going there, doing this, doing that, and all the other things. He was spending his money. And at the end of the day, when they reached to a place that they knew that they had no other option but to kick him out, what they did, they put a hell of a crown on his head. That's what they did. They put crown on his head. Boyka has been a user. He is only good at using people for his own glory, his own interest. This man told us of the Billy Goat story. We overlook these things, but we'll continue to remind our people, you don't overlook these things. You see, in this country, right, in the United States, when your children starts to go to school, immediately, in fact, the day they are born, that day they start to take record of these children. As they go to hospital, these people taking records on them. Whatever odd behavior that is exhibited, they will be keeping it. Any odd behavior that they exhibit, they will keep it. And at the end of the day, God forbid, if that child happen to do something very grave, or something that is very, very, very ugly, or commit a bad crime, you will be surprised. The people will start telling you when the child was small, he used to do the other one, he used to do the other one, he used to do the other one, he used to do the other one. So we are not surprised at this. Most of the records of these people who are, maybe one would say, notorious criminals or serious criminals that are in prison for life or for death sentences, these people get their records. They get their records. They will tell you when they were 18 years old some of the things that they were doing until they reached man. Sometimes when you have the time, watch the crime channel. In America here, we get the crime channel. They call this on away. I think crime Sunny, I've forgotten. Watch it. It will outline to you people's behavior. So I'm saying this to me, we saw all the behavior in Boyka. Boyka exhibited all the bad behavior. So for you to kind of cry, oh yeah, the man abandoned me. Hey, ain't got time for all. Like you didn't see it. Like you didn't even see it with Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the woman who gave Mr. Boyka a platform to serve as vice president and president of the Liberian Senate. What did Boyka do? At the end of the day, Boyka was brave enough to kick the woman under the bus. To kick her under the bus. While this man was working with Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, he had 17 count paper passing around with it. He had dirty way, oh man. That's why you see a face always looking like somebody who coming for fighting new war. Always you see a face. All the way he president when you see a face looking just like somebody who coming from fighting war that he lost. Here, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf working together, he gets 17 can grudge on his shoulder. He passing around with it. He passing around with it. 17. No, don't believe me. Believe Amara Kone, one of his campaign manager. He and Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf working, but on his shoulder that he playing get 17 can. They don't want actually wicked. They don't want actually bad. Keeping grudge in your heart. Look, let me tell you something. Sometimes the leaders that you elect, they bring blessing, and sometimes they bring curse. That's why even in a relationship, we always tell you, you must observe the man. Look at the man's history. Look at his family. I am an African, and I believe that some of these things that happen to people that we call bad luck or we call misfortune, it gets some ancestral connection. Oh yes, I can tell you this. I'm a Christian, but I also believe that that happens. That's the reason why before you jump behind a man, study the man, know who the man is. Know who the man is? Because some of them they get bad demon behind them. So many you sleep with them, forget it, that their bad law will be behind you. True are. That's why you need to study people, you need to know who they are. If possible, know their family. Talk to the brother, talk to the sister. Ask the man question about his family. You don't just jump behind somebody. It's the same thing that apply with leaders. Know who they are, where they're coming from. What is their history when it comes to dealing with people? Can you tell me the history of Joseph Numa Boyka when it comes to working with people or impacting people's life? Can you tell me that story? The man said, look at his own story. He said he suffered better go, he gave it salt for it to eat. So he can get fat, then he go sell it to fuller man. The time he was small, he was coming up. That he didn't want to give us that history there. He didn't want to give us that history. When you ask the friend of Joseph Numa Boyka, they will never tell you that this man used to be magnanimous. Oh, this man used to be a very good man. Oh, this man used to share. Or a friend that around you that's the way man. You ask them, they will tell you. Say the papa, yeah, you see the man where you say that he is your president. The man from the go and ask your friends. Which one of the friends you were here talking about Joseph Numa Boyka goodness when he was coming up as a young boy, as a teenager? No, we need not to talk that about President Weah because he grew up with us in the slums, in the ghettos. Even his friends that he grew up with when they were down the line, when you were not even thinking of becoming a correct, even football player, his friends then that they were in school together, they would tell you that, oh, this man used to be very quiet, very respectful, never want to cause trouble, he never want to hurt somebody's feelings. He always that kind of person who wants to do things the right way. That is the record of President Weah. If we are to now call and say, what you know about President Weah, or what have you heard about President Weah? There are people that will give history of President Weah. There are people even right here on this live as I speak, that personally, some of them, they interacted with President Weah as a small boy, as a young boy. In school, they attended school together. So they will give you his life. They will tell you something about him. But Joseph Numa Boyka. So none of his friends talking about him, or how the man was correct man. The man used to help other people. He used to be this, he used to be that. Look, even in your hard-shaped time, you can also help. Oh yeah. President, we didn't have money when we were coming up. He too struggle and live with people and live with his grandmother. He could not even afford to eat 3 square meals a day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening time. He could not afford. He had to go on dump site to look for bottles. But that did not stop his love for his friends that were around him. That did not make him to be arrogant and rude and disrespectful and say, because the society is disrespectful to me or the society have neglected me, I will neglect other people. When he became a soccer icon, he took his money and said, I will help my people back home. I will help my people back home. Can we say that about Joseph Numa Boyka? So why are you surprised? This old man is as wicked as you see his face. You know, there's a song that they can sing. Papa, don't look at my black face, oh. Papa, look at my heart, too. But Joseph Numa Boykapa, forget it. When you look at a face that heart, you finish looking at dirty way, Papa, you see a face straight, you see, yes, you know what? He ready for dirty way. He ready to treat people dirty. How you call Madigo drum? That who he is. Use you and dump you. Look at today what is happening. Death all over the place. Under the stewardship of an old man, you think that this man will be serious about uniting his people. You say, no, there's a need for us to unite Liberians. There is a need for us to be able to ensure that this country is peaceful. Politically, that people can be seen as one Liberian, despite of their view. But this is not happening under Joseph Numa Boyka. People are now afraid. They may have a media engagement. You take plate, yeah. People use the people. They talk plate, play. They play with gold plated color. You put it in front of them. They don't eat nothing. Yeah, what kind of thing here is this? My brother Ella will end on the other story. The other story here, pa, will end on the. My people won't put a number down. You can call. I will put a plate here. They play will be the last story that we sunny. Then we yeah. Because my brother, let you hear that bad thing, yo. The people go plate in front of the people. They not eat food. Hey, I come in. Brother, it's over to you. It's over to you. It's over to you, my brother. Yeah. Let's hear from you while we try to look for the clip here.
Thank you, Brother Prince. You know, it's kind of funny, right? But again, it's very serious. Like I said, you know, previously, this government is a dead government, right? And the government is fighting hard to seek empathy or sympathy or condolences from the citizens. You know, when I heard that he called on the journalist, right? Again, it might be a good thing, right? Somebody may say, but what is the issue of the president calling the journalist? Well, it may not be an issue, but again, let me ask you. So it may not be the issue, but I want to ask you a question, right? What was the theme of that meeting in calling the journalist? Because if you are calling an institution of such as a government, you should have a team. So it's not just where you just want to call the journalist that, oh, come over and team. I mean, what was the theme of that meeting of the journalists? Was the team just Liberian journalists having dinner with the president? Or was it just the Liberian government dialogue with, you know, the journalists? And I mean, what was the theme? There have to be a theme. What was the reasons that you gather these journalists? What was the reason? Now, if you took them there, because these are institutions that you gather, so there have to be some kind of discussions, because these people discuss issue according or that relate to the nation first, internally, before external issues. But I believe you call these people to discuss internal issues, not external issues. What were the reasons? What was the theme for gathering these journalists? There have to be a team. There have to be a reasons. Now, gathering these people, like I said, it have to be a team. Now, these are people coming from different media institutions representing their various entity. So, when they get there, did you give them the platform? Did you recognize them that, okay, this person is from this particular entity. This person is from this entity. Did they speak? How many of those journalists that you call? Because the point here is that gallery was about the journalists. It was not about the president. Because the president is the president, we all know. So that gathering was about the journalists. That gathering was about the institutions. It was not about the executive or the judiciary or the legislature. You are not giving report to these people. It was about them. So what was about them that you wanted to discuss, that you wanted to bring to them, that you wanted to make them aware that, okay, this is how, it's supposed to be, or this is how you need to do to run your country, or, how to get information and stuff. Because every nation, by right, every nation, the journalists work with the government. The journalists are part of the government, whether you like it or not. Those institutions are part of the government. A government cannot properly function without the backing of the journalists of that institution. So what was the theme? What was the purpose of gathering these journalists? Now, did you gather them because you wanted to brag them? Did you gather them because you found out that your government had failed? And these journalists, they will come after your government. They will speak after your ills. Maybe they will speak after your $1.2 million car with no roads because you bought $1.2 million car. You don't have road for it. That's not a Jeep. That's a Lexus. And those cars, it's not made for mud. Where are you going to rather? Will you take that car to Lofa County, or you will take private jet to fly? Will you take that car to Buchanan, or you will take private jet to fly? Will you take that car to Maryland, or you will take private jet to fly? What did you buy that car for? These are the questions that we are asking the president. Did you call these people because you know your government have failed? And these people will talk about your government? Were you buying empathy or sympathy, or were you looking for condolences from these people?
My brother, I'm sorry for cutting. They played that in front of them when you see it. Just when they take off food for Christmas. Yeah. Look at the play. You see they play a wild, how you call the teaser when our men are breaking fast. Look at the plate in front of them. And the color of the plate alone. Look at gold plate, gold, the color of it, that gold. You think that, the people then that chicken, they come and eat hamburger. According to people that went down there, they men sat down there, they play on their phone, some of their phone battery even die. They waiting for food can come. They went there hungry at the end of the day. Nothing at all. The man say they collect some media people, some friendly media people, and call and say, go in our room, go eat. Go in our room, go eat. Let them here sitting down. So even if they say you mean, the same thing that happened to this security, you say, and you heard the other security that were crying. He said they didn't even eat until waiting o'clock, 11 o'clock on Christmas Day. That the same thing they do to these journalists there. No, the same thing. I will play that clip, my brother. I will play that clip. The same thing they did to the security, the Joseph Numa Boyka did to the security that were assigned near him. The papa said Christmas Day that 11:59, 1 minute for it to be 12 o'clock. By the time they get them food to eat. And the food was there. It's not that the food was not there. No, I don't want you to believe it. I will play that recording. You will hear the man talking it. So you want to tell me, say the executive mansion, he get money, he get budget for that kind of thing. But where the people enter, in fact, as they enter, at least water supposed to be given to them. But they went there with their throat dry. They
look at the empty plate, no water, no juices, nothing. So by seeing this, right, I would say that there was no reasons for Boakai or the president, or I don't know who brought this idea to him. There was no reason to gather these journalists. Because the point here is, right, if you Boakai, you are doing the right thing, right? These journalists, there will be no reason calling them here. Because what you're doing will tell the citizens will see it. Whether these journalists speak or not, the citizens will see it. But the reason why you gather these journalists is because your government has failed. It's because your government is not doing anything. So someone brought this idea, okay, you know what, we have to call these people and bring them over so that they can feel that they are part of the government, so that they will not speak against us, because the way we are leading this country, the wrong way. I mean, their own government official, their own reporters have said it, This country is going down the drain so fast. This country is flooding so fast. This country is going the wrong way so fast. Their own government, people who work in the government, who are close to Bwaka, these are the people's statements. Okay? So, again, this idea of bringing these journalists and treating them like this, it just adds to the deficiencies of your government. It just adds to the deficits of your government. There was no need doing this because they have been alleged that these people did not even get water to drink, and you can see on the table, no water. You can see on the table, no juice. You took dry plates. No, I mean, they're going to have some dry piece of bread in it with some donut. We're going to be fancy, but nothing in it.
My brother, I want to play something here for this brother. The same way Joseph Newman Boyka treated the journalists there, where they go sit on the plate, but they could not even eat. Like they play here, they sat on the here for ever so long, but they could not even eat. That the same thing he did to the security then. I want us to listen to the man talking. The papa, the man very hair. He lose temper, he lose guy. Man say he lose guy. I want us to listen to this man talking how in fact they were treated. They brought money, they brought food. The man who received the money and received the food, he could not eat until 11. Yeah, wait, let play the thing.
2017, you go from the first street, yes, yeah. People know me. When I get there, they will tell me, say, sleeping Bwaka.
Oh, okay.
2023, we pick up again.
Let's reach to the Christmas.
After elections, they have abandoned us. We are dropping all of the yard like a dog. The first thing Charles Johnson did to us, he called among the sweepers and answer, you people in JMB never signed contract that about the give up. He decided to give up half the rent with $20.
Okay.
When some of us resisted, we said we don't want it. The Daniel Cassidy came, he talked to us. But after Charles Johnson had gotten his car, he escaped the scene because he saw the tension. Okay? Even Christmas food.
Okay, Christmas food. You're listening to the Christmas food. The same way you treated the general, the same way you treated people then behind. I know the general too, they think that they can't keep it. The one can be talking, you got to look at people track record. I know they keep it or they hear they 1 year. Yeah. You're listening to the Christmas Day food. You're listening.
Food. We didn't eat Christmas. Even the Bible birthday, when we were serving one guy, we didn't eat. New Year, the one day the Bible spent in America,
they were fasting.
Was here with hunger. There was one EPS guy that know a bitch. He said, "Oh, you're trying to find something." Even on Christmas,
the thing that even that can hear, especially when you receive the money, the man we're talking this. The thing that made the man there that he didn't want to receive the money. At least, look, if you not receive the money, if you receive it, and somebody can say you eating, you're not get pride because you don't say food not can. But when you receive money, and just say somebody say you somewhere you go do contract, if you do the contract, you tell the money give it the man, and they free you up. No, listen to them, that the one that had it, man.
He got a 50 bag of rest too. So he received also the 50 bag of rest.
Yeah, let listen when you turn down the people say, "Oh, can lie." Let the boy listen to
you. Say, "Oh, you're trying to find something." Even on Christmas Day, we ate there 11:45 p.m. Whereby they charge
15 minutes
what else pushing
to the next day.
30 bag of rest for $1,000.
50 bag of rest. Wait.
Snatter, whereby they charge snatter what else pushing 30 bag of rice for $1,000 US. I received the rice, the 50 bags. The $1,000 they carry to this price.
We see the red, but you were part of those who eat 11:45. Look, I get dirty way. Look, the baby that do a man. Look, when they say we do a man, even the man who received the money you made and the rest, you made the 11:45. You could not even tell a man for the money. People say they want to buy, you receive the money because when keeping hungry, you get very, you tell a minute. So let me move from here and carry somewhere so that Lee can eat. But you allow all of them, including the man who receive the money, to eat 11:45. 11:45.
I mean,
the man
go to best friend.
You know, let me tell you something, my brother. You know, They say the Kisi people in Liberia. I mean, I say that all of them got no. They say the Kisi people in Liberia they're working late because when the leader turn in the day and get them food, they will be jumping around. Oh, you jumping. So the papa you that see idea say they want get them food and money. They will not want behave. They will not be in the yard. So I will wait. 11:45 again. As soon as you finish eating, going to bed. Oh god. If you security man, as soon as you finish eating, forget it. You knock on. You go to bed straight. You will not ask for dinner supper. That one time eating. Look. People parent that somebody on a part too. You treating a deal. You treat somebody on a part a deal. Imagine you treating somebody on a part like this. Treating somebody on a parlor day, 11, that man said to his own horse, he will not be brave enough to look at his children when party be there and say, yourself, then you not get your food. Or you will wait for Christmas Day, where be Christmas Day, where even on Christmas Day, the people then say who can give, the people who mean, so to speak, people who are stingy, they can also give on that Christmas days in Liberia. In Liberia, Christmas Day, forget the food or the people you will eat until you get tired. But to Joseph Numa Boyka on Christmas Day, people eating 11:45. Security then for that matter. Hey, my people. Wickedness is bound in the heart of this puppy. But well, them men here, my brother, where are we with Elon Musk? And the man say he was talking to Elon Musk. Let Elon Musk picture here. Let just remind Liberian. Let Elon Musk say, so what happened? So Elon Musk, let the picture here when we're talking, people can say, oh yeah, we probably let talking. Oh, we probably can let Elon Musk say, yeah, Elon Musk, they were talking in the car. So what happened now to Elon Musk under investment in Liberia? That up to now we not get job here. Then yeah, Elon Musk, they in the car.
I can name two two Musk investment in Liberia. The first investment is the USAID. And he took from them. And the second investment is to put Liberia on a yellow list for visa. That the two investments
Hey, I see what we're talking about. But fellow Liberian, time have caught up with us. And those of you who want to contribute, we are going to put the number down. You can call. The number to call is right there. 443-991-3356 is that number to call. 443-991-3356 is that number to call. So you can call us, and we can hear from you if you care. You can call us and we can hear from you. My brother, let's hear what you have on your list. Is there anything that you want to absorb before we can take our leave? Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, I'll just summarize, what we just said here. I'm just, again, speaking from the view of the Supreme Court and the judges. I know they are going to do the right thing. Again, we know Article 43, 75, page 75 of the Liberian Constitution. We already know what it finishes to us, and I know they know it already. And we're just letting them to know that the public already know. So they should be able to do the right thing because the Constitution says clearly all judges and nothing. And it's clearly say any wrongdoing. It did not specify. So, and everything that have been going on, we know you already know is wrongdoing. So if they think the Liberian people did not know, right? Now we know because we are still learning and we are researching, and I'm glad somehow we have the Constitution that we can go through. But again, to my Liberian people, right? After the election, we said something. Let me remind you. I said it. I said, I won't really be advocating for Liberian, but I'll be reminding Liberian of the decision they made. Now, some of the people that voted or that did not vote for the UPS or the UP party, right? I feel for those people. And, I sympathize with those people. Yeah, because I know why it is. They listened to us. They did what they could, they were able to do. But it was just unfortunate that the 17,000, and I don't even want to believe that Boakai actually compete with President Weah in most of those counties, with the kind of vote they got. I personally want to believe the election commission, and had a foul play in this whole election. Despite we know the issues that happened in Nimba County, despite we know what Pray Johnson did, despite we know that the surprise ballot boxes there that those votes were unable to reach the election commission, despite that. But I want to believe, as I was looking at that election commission that day, her face, right? Her face was kind of fake. She would read some number and then look at the crowd and then do her face. So, I mean, I was reading her ballot language. I mean, throughout that whole counts of that of that election, process and thing. I personally want to believe she gave the presidency to Boakai. Boakai did not compete with President Weah in most of those counties. Okay, with those votes, with those numbers that they were he was able to get. I want to believe he never got those votes. That election commission, that lady, manufactured those votes or those numbers and gave it to Boakai. I want to believe that. All right, I want to believe that again. But I'm just saying to Liberian, as we will go with the 17,000, right? You people that voted at 17,000, you people were the one that led the Israelites into captivities. And you people were the one that broke the commandment. And according to Christianity or according to the Bible, God then got angry, okay, and cursed the entire generation, the entire race, the entire descendant of the Israelites, because few group of people, not all of them, the elite, broke the commandment. The elite, they not go by the commandment, they broke the law because they were the one the law was given to. The law was not given to the entire 12 tribe of Asia. It was given to the elite. All right? And the elite broke the commandment. The elite did not go by the commandment, they broke the law. And their sin then was used also to punish their descendant, and that led the Creator to say, you guys will go into captivity. That led today, the descendant of the 12 tribe of Asia are still in captivity. They are still suffering. Now, the 17,000 votes, you people were the one that broke that commandment. You people were the one that sinned. And today, it is affecting all Liberian. All right? So, because of that, that's why, for me, I say, I won't be here to advocate for Liberian because we did that during the past 6 or 7 years. I will be here to remind Liberian. And the reason why I'm reminding you so that you yourself can do your judgment. You yourself can understand that, yeah, indeed, I made the wrong mistake. Indeed, I gave my vote to the wrong person. Indeed, I am at fault. Indeed, I was the cause that Liberia is going down the drain. Indeed, I was the cause that the entire nation is suffering. Indeed, I was the cause that today Liberia can't even get half cup of rice to eat. Indeed, you were the cause that today Liberians live on 50 cents per day. Not even dollar, but 50 cents per day. Those are the things we want you to see, but not to come here to tell you about the government wrongdoing. When we already told you the kind of thing this government was going to do. What I'm here is for me to ask you, to keep reminding you so that you can see your guilt, so that you can see your fault. Because some of you voted based on anger. Some of you voted based on ignorance. Some of you voted based on hate. Some of you voted because you were impatient to wait for your time. Some of you voted because some people got job and you did not get job. You did not wait for your time. Some of you voted for so many reasons. Now, I want you to ask yourself, the reason to which you voted, did it benefit you? I rest my...
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so very kindly. Again, fellow Liberians, we have an information that we want to pass over. Tomorrow, which is Saturday, that is April 12th, 2025, at about 8 p.m. Eastern Time, there will be a very important meeting of all citizens in the United States, and you are invited. When you look on this particular flyer, you are going to see the meeting ID. It's going to be a Zoom meeting. So the meeting ID is there, and you are going to see the passcode. You can also go on my page. You will see this information. So again, all members of the CDC USA are invited to a general meeting with the Honorable Willamette Sedita, who is the former gender minister of the Republic of Liberia. There will be a very, very, very important meeting tomorrow to discuss series of issues that is affecting the CDC, and how we can all recalibrate and put ourselves together to move forward. So all of you, all citizens are invited to this very, very important meeting. Again, all members of CDC USA are invited to a general meeting with our Honorable Willamette Sedita, that is the former General Minister of the Republic of Liberia. She will be meeting citizens tomorrow at about 8 p.m., 8 in the evening. So all of you are invited to that meeting. Here you have the Zoom passcode. It's right here. You have the passcode. Those of you that are in the chat rooms, we are going to send the link in the chat room. So you can join us tomorrow. Save the date tomorrow is 8 p.m. And we're going to have a very, very, very nice meeting tomorrow. So until we meet again tomorrow, we want to say thanks to each and every one of you who spent the time here with us. We want to appreciate you. We want to say thank you. Your presence here means a lot to us. In a special way, we want to say thanks to Paul C. Dumba. Thank you so very kindly, Paul Dumba. We want to say thanks to Josephine Sewon. Thank you so much always. Orita Wallace, we want to appreciate you. Thank you so much, my sister Paulino. Thank you so much. Paulino, my brother, thank you so much joining us there from ELWA Junction. We want to say thank you so very kindly, George. Simon, thank you so much. Peter Nyafo, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Hawatote. Thank you so very kindly, Peter Lane. We want to say to all of you, Lawrence, and all of you, all of the wonderful people who have been with us for the past 2 hours, 12 minutes. We want to say thank you very, very much. Again, don't forget, tomorrow there's going to be a very, very important meeting, with the Honorable Willamette Sedita. She's going to be having a very important meeting tomorrow with all members of the CDC USA. So don't forget, save the time, and that we'll be meeting with her. So until we meet again tomorrow, have yourself a God bless day, and bye from our end.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it.